Hello there, hello. So this is I really didn't want to make this, but do you know what? If anything happens to this prisoner that I'm going to be talking about, I couldn't live with myself, right? I'm talking about a man who was convicted of a civil offence. At worst, it's a slap on the wrist and a big fine normally. But this person, he's a British citizen. He's just over the age of 40. He's about 41 stroke 42. He's called Mr. Lennon. He, at worst, if the judge was really, civil offence, open prison, category D. He is in a category B prison. If you talk to any mental health expert, they will tell you exactly how long a human being should be segregated on their own, right? It's about 2 weeks. Mr. Lennon has been in isolation on his own 21, 22 hours a day, right? For 3.5 months, right? He doesn't get out of this hellhole prison to July. He is currently being punished for some unknown reason. You're not allowed to talk to your son, your family. You're not allowed to talk to your ex-wife, right? And apparently he was on a speakerphone call to a friend, and his son, I think, was in the background, and they exchanged, all right, Dad, all right, son, I love you. But the prisoner are listening, aren't they? Naughty boy. I know what we're going to do. We're going to take your food away, your canteen, for a week. Now, this man, you've got to understand about this certain person. For the past 15 years, Special Branch, MI5, or the police have been knocking his door. Let's say one a year, right? I'm just going to say he's had 15 of these warnings in particular, right? These ain't normal warnings. They're called the Osmond warning. Google it, right? When MI5, the British state, our secret police, because we have them, and they're very nosy, right? But it does come in handy, like with what I'm just about to say. He's had 15 minimum. I reckon he's probably had a few more. He's got a fatwa on his head. The Islamic community want him dead. He's had 15 Osman warnings, and that is 110% confirmed intelligence that you are in serious danger. There's a very credible death threat. Someone's prepping to kill you. It's probably an MI5 spy who secretly talks to him. He's had at least 15 Osman warnings. So just being in his company is dangerous. You know what? The geezer is a legend, right? You're thinking, what's so special about Mr. Lennon? I've never even heard of him. You have heard of him. Because he's got an alias. He's called Stephen Yaxley Lennon, and his alias is Tommy Robinson. Oh no, the boogeyman. Yeah? Look, even to the woke brigade, even to people that dislike him, hate him, whatever, put your differences aside. He's a human fucking being. He's being treated like an Auschwitz fucking inmate. Is this Arbeit macht frei? Maybe you should put that over the prison gates. You know what? He must have some really naughty plans for Starmer and the government. Because if I remember right, he said before he went to prison, he's got intelligence on his phone about this Labour government. And he said, he goes, you won't believe it. He goes, and when I get out, he goes, I'm going to absolutely destroy him. And I believe him. I don't know what information he's got, but he's got an Apple phone, so they can't hack it. You can't get in it without the code. It's impossible. Yeah. And Apple will just No. No. They won't even do it for murder investigations in America. Nothing. Yeah. If it's a Samsung, the intelligence would have been MI5 straight into it, but not with an Apple. Yeah. You cannot get in any way apart from legitimately put the proper code in. Yeah. And personally, I don't think he should have said what he said, because I think this is why his treatment is so serious and severe. But just think, if this was going on to any other person, you know, that Southport mongrel, Axel Rudibacana, he's got the red carpet. Oh, hi, Axel. Oh, I love it. You're a hero of mine. Oh, I love people that carve up little girls at fucking, dance classes when they're about fucking 5. Oh, you're such an amazing dude. Halal? Yeah, well, the whole prison's halal, isn't it? You know, if you don't eat halal, you're a dead man. Who the fuck do this lot think they are, man? You got to remember, even if you're born here into an Islamic family, you're in a Christian nation, yeah? And, you know, we outbreed. You're just mongrels, aren't you? I mean, you know what? There's going to come a point where we will install a government with very patriotic English British people, and they will kick your ass out of this country. Yeah? You know, to the land of milk and honey. Yeah? America, Europe. I watched that security conference when the Vice President of America, J.D. Vance, what a speech that was. Brilliant. He talked about Britain. A man silently praying for his dead child that was aborted got arrested. That's happened to me. I've had a child been aborted. How can they say you're not even allowed to do it secretly in your own home? It's illegal. Talk about thought police. It's scary, isn't it? You're not even allowed to pray for your dead child. Absolutely repulsive. Who the fucking hell thought of this law? Whoever thought of it needs to be hung up and hung. Yeah? I personally think we should bring the death penalty back. Yep. And everyone who's betrayed this country should be hung in public. So when you go to the market, you know, this is what happens to traitors. Yeah? Unfortunately, you get like a lethal injection now in America. But yeah, I are totally with the Americans on the death penalty. You know, depends who the government is. I mean, I feel sorry for Britain because they had no other choice apart from Labour or the Liberal Democrats. They were just fed up and angry with the Conservatives. And they're the weirdest, wokest Conservative lot ever. You know, trying to please the masses. They think these little viral videos of some woke weirdo, and pronouns. And look, people, the majority of the people, 1 in 10, you might have one person who's bisexual or gay, or on 0. You know, fuck your pronouns. He, she. There's 2 genders. End of. I am fuming. Where it says, "Oh, Britain," we because we can't deport these illegal immigrants that are coming in. Why? Because we're part of the Court for Europe Human Rights. Yeah, are we? Where's the fucking human rights for Mr. Lennon? Where are you? It says, "Oh, Britain won't. We won't leave you." What? Leave you? Do you even exist? Where are your staff? The Red Cross. I will hashtag, and this is going on. I will not shut up about it till they visit the prison. I want the Red Cross at this prison. I looked at Hamas's prisoners, Israeli prisoners. I haven't seen how Mr. Lennon Tommy is looking, but I've heard it's grim. Yeah, he's being starved by the prison currently, a week long. Because of them Osmond rulings, he won't eat the food prepared. Would you? After 15 or 20 credible death threats that the Secret Service had come around and said, look, you know, you've got to move house because they know where you live, and, you know, they wouldn't even install people like that, right? Have a panic button. Yeah, they wouldn't even install a panic button for Tommy. Yeah, there's so much, mate, right? And there's a lot that he would never talk about because it could currently endanger himself or his family, in, you know, how things work and what. It's an absolute nightmare, right? And he's very brave for going in it because he's got everyone against him. Not surprised he's got the liberal elite media against him, who terrorized a generation's thought process on who he actually is and what he actually stands for. I would suggest to anyone out there who've got a bad opinion of Mr. Lennon, yeah, listen to what he says. Don't go on what other people say about him. Don't even listen to me about it. Listen to what Tommy talks about. Listen to what he says, right? Really, does it trigger you that he talks about little girls being gang fucking raped, a generation of little children being raped, pillaged, and the state doing nothing about that? Because we're scared because we don't want to be called racist. You're not right, yeah. And two dads were looking for their girls who had vanished, gone missing, 12 years old. They find the house they're in. They're being gang raped upstairs, and there's a queue of men. A queue waiting to rape your daughter. They call the police. The police turn up. What happens? They arrest the two girls that are 12 years old for drunk and disorderly. After, you know, they're being gang raped in separate rooms, just a mattress on the floor, right? And the two dads, well, they're a major problem. What do you reckon? Remand? Yeah. They remanded them. Scary. What happened to the rapists? Maybe do it somewhere a little less, you know. Take them away somewhere, you know, just not here, lads, right? Have a cracking night. Seriously, nothing, mate. What the fuck is that all about? That is scary. Do you know what? To them two pigs, I would hang you for them crimes against the British people and them little girls. That's a death penalty. In my Britain would be a land of patriots. Doesn't matter what colour or creed you are, as long as you love this country. And unfortunately, there ain't enough. But I believe in this country, and I believe in the British people, right? If you say you care about your fellow human being, you will speak up against the treatment of Mr. Lennon. It's disgusting. This is going out to the American administration. We love you, yeah? As British patriots, we love Donald J. Trump. But this goes out to Donald Trump Jr. I know you are a fan of Tommy's, Mr. Robinson. I know you are. Please do whatever you can to help. I personally couldn't live with myself if I didn't say something about the state of affairs. I'm very worried. And I'll tell you what, to the British authorities, if anything serious happened to him, they would, if you think Southport writing was bad, anything happened to Tommy, do you know what? There'd probably be a revolution. Tommy would probably sacrifice himself for that. But one, you know, he's already he's a phenomenon, Tommy. Yeah, he is a generational orator. He's brilliant. You know, That's what attracted me to him. I heard he was the bogeyman. I heard he was Adolf Hitler reincarnated. You know, he's a danger, this and that. So I thought, whew. So I watched a video of him. And I thought, he got on the mic, he started talking, and straight away, bang. I thought, whoa. I agree with absolutely everything he's just said. Does that make me a bad person? Does that make me a fascist? No. Makes me a patriot. It makes me a reasonable human being who cares about the British people and public and what's happening, what's going on secretly. You know, the police doing what they did. How the fuck can you say you I want to be a policeman? So you dedicate all your life to doing the right thing, and they end up protecting grooming gang rapists. They arrest the girls for D&D after they've been savagely raped for God knows how long, and they arrest the fathers and put them on remand. Basically, zip it, shut the fuck up, look at what we can do, yeah? We will destroy you, right? And that's been what Tommy has had to deal with over the past, we're almost a 20-year marker, right? Tommy's been going 16 years now. I've been listening to him for 15. I've shook his hand. He's not like a good mate of mine, but he's an associate. Yeah? I've got his back, and I know he's got mine. Yeah? We've got mutual respect between each other. I think he's an absolute phenomenon. He's a one-off. And that's why the British state fucking hate him. Right? The Labour Party in particular, because he's very dangerous to them. He's got Elon Musk on his side. He's got Donald Trump Jr. on his side. He's got major players on his team. And he has a lot more support than you realise. So something needs to be done. If you've got a camera phone, doesn't even matter if you haven't got a YouTube account, make a video, tag it on X, on YouTube, TikTok it. Do what you can, people. If you've ever agreed with anything that's come out of Tommy Robinson's mouth, do it. I know there's absolutely thousands and thousands of people that agree with him that haven't said nothing, that are scared maybe to speak up. Put a filter on your face, do something, just speak. Love, peace. Help.